shitty guard pull without even putting the foot on the hip. Put that foot on the hip, you're gonna pull a shitty guard pull. You want them to pull a shitty guard, okay? Or, if you're getting walking, you're comfortable enough here, here, and then you mount. So, you mounted, you're here, and then I have head control here. I'm gonna hop off to your Kesa, okay? Very important. You gotta hook the head. Don't grab your thumb. You have to also monitor what their hands are doing because your objective is to control this arm without letting him pull it to the mat, and you gotta get it between your legs. This is what you gotta do. You gotta watch what his arms are doing because probably his arm, if it's doing that, this one is exposed, okay? So he's probably going to be clapping his hands together, which is the right thing to do because this way he can roll you. But in order for him to roll you, he's got to get his head somehow connected to this arm. You never want to do this, and you momentarily want to do this, but this is what you want to do. If you cup your thigh, and the whole time I want to pull like I'm pulling that shoulder arm out of that socket, and you cup that tricep, okay? I never did judo, but I know how to do this, all right? So, and I want to apply pressure with my rib onto his rib. For him to bridge, he needs to connect his head at least with the mat or something firm. This is why when you do this, and he shrugs, and he lifts his hips, he's able to lift me up. Okay. The counter here is I want to go across his head, and not his neck. Okay. His head. So now when he tries to lift, there's no lift here. Okay. And your hips should be swinging. Okay. You hear those action noises? Okay. Those are feedback sounds. Okay. So here, what I want to do is I want to expose that arm. So what I'm going to do is his hands are together. So he's holding me, okay, which exposes his elbow. I'm gonna grab this shoulder lock here, which is just a fake in order to be able to get him to straighten the hand out. And he'll straighten the arm out. And you go back and you just step over and you trap it here. Okay, and you keep that head. Here, there's a couple things you can do here. If that arm is straight, you can kind of pull the head, lock it. But what many of you will recognize is to move this hand under this leg here, and you have a key lock, okay? And you could also do this. I'm not a big fan of crossing the feet because you don't need to. You need to just, apply pressure to that hand and just lift the head. Or, so you guys are gonna start in the Kesa. Just go to the left one. You're right. Yeah. This knee has to be here, and you want to have your feet so that you can move your hips. Okay? Your partner is going to clap their hands together, because if they don't, this is fairly easy to access here. But you cannot let them pull their elbow to the mat, because there's a couple things you got to watch out for. You don't want to be leaning back too far, because that leg can come over the head, and that's no good. Okay? You don't want to be letting him lock you on and tilt you forward. That's no good. And you don't want him to pull that elbow to the mat. That's no good. Okay? So you need to be able to have control. The key to any submission is position and control. So I'm here and I'm pulling his head up. Okay? A little bit of eye razor or mother's milk right here. Okay? And I'm controlling this arm right here. I want to get under that elbow here so that if I can get it as a shoulder lock, I'll get it. But typically they'll straighten that arm and you catch that wrist right here. You can push it down this way here. Okay? Typically get it over. You got it right over here. Okay? This is a great position here. You lift the head and the arm torques. Or you just get under here and nice and gentle. Okay? Here, and you're scooping, like you're scooping like you'll feel this part right here rolling on your bone. Scoop, scoop, scoop. He's gonna try to move you around. Around. Okay. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Extend your stomach. Come under here. S grip here. If you can get this, fantastic. If not, he'll straighten it to defend when you catch that wrist. Push it down. You just come over here like this. The second that arm goes between, it's over. Because you can just go here. You just got it here. We won't even go in any of the kimura.
You squeezing with the bicep?
What?
Squeezing with the bicep?
Squeezing what?
You squeezing with the bicep when you do that?
No, what I'm doing is that I'm gonna get under that shoulder, and I just want my hands to lock the shoulder and push this arm into his shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Okay? But this is really,
Trying to force it out.
typically it doesn't work because they'll straighten out the arm. You just go back here and you push it down and you go here. Okay? Keep your hand here. And you got it right now. Because they'll try to escape it. Okay? So the key is the control. Control. Cup that tricep. And you're here. And you want those like a big rig that's like getting the air out of brakes or whatever that sounds. Okay? And you're swinging. Swinging. Okay? Get that shoulder lock. You get it? If you get it, it's good. Step over here just to catch it, and then just put your arm here and guide it right on. Because they're gonna try to escape it. And then here, lift. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Get those noises. Get that.